just wanted to make a bit of another unstructured video on why you shouldn't trust these AI tools and AI articles that you quite often see that say you don't need much marketing spend to market your business. There's these AI tools that can do it all for you. Everything's automated. You don't need to do anything. They'll market your business and get you sales. And I think it's a lot of there's a lot of rubbish out there. Let's be honest. It's the same as any other technology that comes along that's new. People will try and make you believe that it's easy. And if I take one I see quite a lot is one of these ad creative generators. So what that does is it'll generate a social media ad, for example. It will generate a set of adverts that it thinks are suitable for your business, and it'll generate them for you. Now, I think we'll get to a point in the future where there'll be so many people and so many businesses using AI that there'll just be heaps of the same content out there and the same sort of thing. This is something I'm going to touch on in another video. On trend of no AI, perhaps is something I'm going to maybe start looking at in my work. I'm going to highlight when I haven't used AI, which isn't that often, but when I've not used AI, when things have been handcrafted and hand designed, and there's no AI used to generate it, because it will be so mainstream and so part of our daily businesses and daily lives that it probably will be a little bit hard to distinguish. But back to my point. So yeah, these ad creative apps or any other creative AI tools will generate you some ads, for example. So for example, if you're a car business, it will generate an advert that it thinks would be suitable for a car to market. So that's great, although it might not be that specific. So even though how many car companies there are in the world, what it churns out isn't necessarily going to be very effective in your area, your part of the world. It might not know your demographic like you do. It might not know what content people like. There's a lot of things that it would probably not consider. And caveat to that, yes, you can train AI to look at the market to some extent, to say, look at these demographics, what content would what content would appeal to this demographic of my business or my customers. Now, there are some GDPR and some regulations in place that I believe can stop people, a bit like Google Analytics, so you can't go too far into the details of certain customer data because it's sort of infringing on their rights. But that sort of idea, you could do something like that. But again, with AI, you do need a human touch. You do need to do something with your own two eyes and look and make your own decisions sometimes. Yes, it's good for coming up with an idea, for example, but you do always need to check yourself and check properly with your own eyes. So like I said, there's so many of these services that I see now on Google and on YouTube and everywhere, just saying how easy it is and you don't need to, and like the amount of time that it takes as well should tell you, or should give you an indication that it may not be the best solution for you. So if it generates, say, 50 adverts in, I don't know, let's say 5 minutes, 50 adverts in 5 minutes. Now, if you were paying someone to do that work, for example, if you were to pay me to do 50 adverts and I said, yeah, I can do them in like 5 minutes, that would sort of suggest, hopefully, that I might not be that good at my job, or I was trying to cut corners, or I didn't take that long. I didn't take the job that seriously. because I mean, just a little square advert for use on social media, 50 adverts in like 5 minutes is ridiculous. That would be like 30 seconds an advert. So I think try and put yourself in the shoes of a human doing it. I think that's something to consider as well. But yeah, I just wanted to make a little unstructured video on that, because I see it a lot now. Yeah, and I'm probably going to make another video about my no AI, my no AI label, or I think this might be a thing that will be coming in the future, and I've started to do it on some of my work, just because some design and marketing that you see out there now, it's impossible sometimes to know if it is AI or it isn't. Now, to the trained eye of a designer or an artist, you probably can tell, and to the public as well, because we're so used to seeing it. Now we start to pick up on subtle things that tell us if something is AI. So it'll be interesting to see how things develop in the next sort of 3 years. But yeah, hopefully this gives you some things to think about when using AI in your marketing. If you've got any questions, or you're maybe looking at using AI in your business and you're not quite sure where to start, you just have a question about AI in general, drop me a message, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.